Hey, good morning. Good morning. It is welcome to Big Happy Trading. It is Wednesday, April 8th, 2026. I'm recording this at 10:54 a.m. We are in a live trade. Wanted to recap that. This is my second trade. The first one came break even. I had my stop too tight because I really thought this direction. But there's a lot going on here. I wanted to review the 920 EMA cross strategy and let you know where we're at and how it works. And given all the crazy news,
Traders placed $950 million bet on oil price falling just hours ahead of US-Iran ceasefire.
I think it's maybe good that I explain that narration in the background. I found an amazing tool. If any of you have been in trading rooms, listen to other people's bias, all that stuff, that's been nothing but negative for my strategy. So I don't even want to be in a trading room. I don't want to hear another guy's opinion. I have my strategy, and that's what I go off of. So let's do a quick recap. Again, like I said, it's just a little bit before 11 a.m., so the market's been open for hour and a half or so. So I thought for sure, the market here is 1330. You can see the open here. I went short and then went in my favor 10 points, and then I moved the stop back into. Remember, I want to move my stop. It's screaming down, so I'm gonna continue to. We had 30
US
points
stocks
set.
extend gains. The S&P 500 up 1.99%.
So let's move that down a little bit. I don't
The
show you
Nasdaq
guys
100 pairs
my
gains to
brokerage account, but
2.5%
I
have been
am
up as much
sharing
as
with you.
3.5%.
That's a little bit irritating, I'm sure. But you can see this thing is screaming. My original was set at 30 points, and it looks like it's heading to that direction as anticipated. I don't normally trade news, guys, and I don't think you should either, but you have to be aware of it. So avoiding news is probably more important. But when the ceasefire came through last night, and the market went up a million points, I missed that complete run up because it moved so fast that I did not catch it. So right now this thing is, I moved my stop down, so I'm now at 40 points because it is going in our direction strong, which turns out to be a good trade. But forget about all the news. Let's just say you got in. I got in here, and then I had a couple point move, and it came back and took me out. Then I re-got in on this drop back to the 9, and I got in.
Saudi
again,
oil pipeline damage said to be limited after drone strike.
Scary, right? It's going
so
down.
Saudi oil loading at Yanbu continued as normal on Wednesday.
In hindsight, we're made.
And furthermore, the Saudi East-West pipeline was not shut down after the strike.
So that's a good thing. So we are up just about 30 points on this trade right now, and we're gonna just we had multiple contracts, so we took one off, and we have everything's moved to break even, and I have another one set. Let's see, 68.12.
Tesla shares turned negative.
Yeah, we're at 67.82. We've got one set. $67.82.50, I think. Is that where? Yeah, I got it exactly at. We're gonna take. We're up 20 points on this. I don't want to give a bunch back, so we're gonna close out one of the orders.
Order filled.
All right, so we took 20 points off right there. Which is not bad. And then we're gonna let the rest. I moved the stop to break even, and we're gonna let the rest run here. So you can see we took 20 points off this, and now I'm gonna let this run. I'm gonna actually move my target to 50 points on this one. So those of you who don't know, the 920 EMA cross is a very, very simple strategy. It's not complex. But when you're trading the New York Open, you have to move quickly. You just see pre-market here, 1310. I almost took this short to stay in it because I anticipated. I didn't think we were going to blow past these London highs at 68.47. But that's gambling, and I don't gamble. I don't typically gamble, but so when this came across here, the when this came across here at the open, usually you have huge moves. This did not move. I mean, for relatively small for the New York Open here at 1330, it was relatively small. And then you finally got one big candle down. So I got in immediately at the open, and then this green candle came up and wicked me out, or took me out. I should have left my stop open because then I would have had a humongous trade from. Let me look at what I got in on that one on the brokers. So I was in the first trade. Yeah, I was in the first trade at 68.28. So, I mean, if you had seen that, if I would have stayed in this trade, man, I would have been 68.28 down to, that would have been a gigantic trade. But it's, I'm not worried about it. Capital preservation is the number one goal. See, I did good setting this. Looks like we're getting a small reversal here on the 1 minute. And then what I'm going to probably do is I'll set the another order to 50 point or to 10 points. So that's okay. Let's well, we'll check that in just a few minutes to see how it goes. I think we may get a rejection here, and then I think we're going to head. I still think we're going down. I think this is just a temporary bounce, but we'll see. So something I wanted to share with you, which is pretty cool for you traders. Again, I want to cover that trading noise is just, I don't recommend it. So I wanted to share with you something that I found, and it's really, really, really affordable. There's a lot of Squawk Box programs out there that you can use, and this one is called Financial Juice. I'm not, I don't get paid for endorsing them or nothing. Not at this time. I may look in the future, but what I love about this, and you hear that guy speaking in the background. You put on the streaming. To get live data, you have to pay, and I think it's 20 for 3 months was like $67, so 20 something bucks a month. Now, if this helps you make one trade or avoid one loss, I always look at a tool is the value of that tool. Does it? So this is extremely cool. What this guy will do is any news that could have bearing on the markets, he'll be talking to you out here. But the other nice thing is any of the red things, any of the significant news that pops up here, you can see it. But I really like having him on another screen and just listening to him. And I'm going to scroll down and show you how cool this tool is. But if you go down here, is Pakistani's minister, Israel being in conflict, blah, blah, blah. So he can tell you where the negative things, positive things that's going on. So it gives you all of the significant, all the CPI data, anything that's significant coming out, and it gives you the time that it happens. So when you're in a trade, having real-time information, and this guy will verbally tell you if anything quick or ugly happens. Like if the market's going up or going down, he'll tell you, hey, the S&P is going up and due to this, or it's dropping because of this. He'll give you, this is a live person that's, it's not some AI guy, which I originally thought it was an AI guy. It's not an AI guy. So it'll tell you that he gave me a report on the EIA crude inventories, whether they hit, did they miss expectations, what Trump said at a particular time, Trump, Kushner, all the way down. So then you get like at 10:19 where, and this is why I continue to be short. Iran will withdraw from the ceasefire attack, not on news, but of uncertainty. And the market, the one thing the market does not like is uncertainty. And then Iran Navy, the blah blah blah. So if you're looking for a place to where there's real news um, that's happening live, this is a great tool. And I just have it playing in the background. I don't trade news, but you have to be aware news. Let's go down to from this morning. So pre-market, it tells you, you know, what's happening, what generals are saying, and you know, it'll even pop up videos that you can watch real time on of YouTube of significant. But here was here's the oil reserves. And anyway, I just want to share because I think it's an extremely cool tool. And when Trump was talking yesterday, I had this thing live, and I knew we were going to gap up. And let's review that real quick. I did not. Yeah, this thing looks like it's completely wanting to reverse. Let's see. Okay, so we've taken a lot of profit. I'm gonna stay with the system. Is we've taken 2 contracts with significant profit, and we've got a contract set at break even, so we cannot lose. But let's review what I did not do yesterday on the Asian session. So this is the Asian session yesterday, and on the news, the market closed from New York at 66, somewhere in this range, 66.70, somewhere in that range. And then you got this gap up. Boom, it went to 67.34. This is where I did not have the courage, and I should have, to get into a long. It chopped sideways for 5, 10, 15, 20, and it sat at this 67.13. And my system, the blue is above the green. I should have gotten into this thing, and then I would have. But here's where I would have gotten taken out, and here's where the shenanigans come play, guys. So let's just say I got into this. Unless I get in on this candle after this, look at this one candle that came. That is a 100-point candle that came at, it's 6:55. So if I was in this and I had a stop set at 10, it would have stopped me out, and then it would have ripped without me. So what you needed to do, and then again, hindsight is 2020, is after this came down and it came up here, it just started ripping. You would have had to jump in here. So I don't have any. I know a lot of guys got murdered on that one. They were going long. Now, if you were going short and had something set, preset target, because it went up and down so quick that you would have been captured. Anyway, those are the shenanigans that take place, and then it just kind of based all night. I did not trade London because that's 3 in the morning my time. But anyway, let's go back to the strategy. That for those of you who are relative newbies, the strategy can't be any simpler, guys. But you gotta click buttons. And when this comes down here, this crossed. Again, if I would have stayed in, I would have been a better trade. I broke even. I didn't lose any
Seeing
money.
here,
So
Secretary Rubio met with NATO's RUT today and discussed Iran operation. Rubio and RUT discussed increased coordination with NATO allies.
Okay, so they're talking about Rubio is going to be talking about working with NATO allies. Again, good information. He said that Israel is continuing to bomb Lebanon, which is creating uncertainty. That's why I still think the short is a good play, and I'm going to stay in this. And listen, as a new trader, you're staying in your trades and not panicking and take profit. I used to do that. You got to trust your system. This thing doesn't come back to on the 5-minute, doesn't come back to the 20, and this trade is still valid. Okay, doesn't go back and cross it. This trade is still valid, and So that's it. So I just want to give you a quick update of a Wednesday trade. If you want to reach me and get more information on my trading strategy, you can contact me on Telegram or you can drop me an email. I'm thinking about live streaming. My son and I've never live streamed on YouTube. I could live stream on a Zoom, which I have plenty of Zoom, but or I may live stream on YouTube if I figure out how to do that. But quick update. Happy trading, and I still think that I think we're going to do like a 50% retracement on this huge move. So I think we're going to come back somewhere into the 67.44 range. So I think this could be a huge trade. We may go to this, 67.73, which we were already close to that. So that may be our 50% retrace. I'm not sure, but there's still a lot of uncertainty out there. And again, the one thing the market does not like is uncertainty. If you have any questions, take care. Happy trading, and I'll talk to you soon.